Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and get regular updates from AE.
Hey folks, welcome to Air Shabir, and yes, right beside me, or at least right behind me, is the Hyundai Swarna, and from a very great guy, very friend of mine, Gaganveer Singh. So yes, in today's video we are gonna have a long, it would be a long video, बहुत लंबी video होने वाली है, मेरे को मालूम है, and basic ownership review है, long term review है, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि ने 1000 चलाई है या 2000 चलाई है, proper I suppose 10,000 plus.
Yeah, it has done more than 10,000 kilometers.
That is the best thing about him and his car. So today we will see that why not the Honda City, why not the Maruti Suzuki Ciaz, why not the Toyota Yaris. So tell us about the car. Let's hear that from Gaganveer Singh. Yeah.
Yes, this is Hyundai Verna 1.6 diesel SXO. That is the topmost variant available by Hyundai in the Verna range. And this particular one was bought in May 2018 by me. And that would roughly account to something around 6 or 7 months by now. And currently the clock is at about 11,325 kilometers, 26 kilometers to be
precise. Yeah.
Yeah. And this particular car has been used very aggressively all around in the cities as well as highways. My family, part of it is they are in Jodhpur, and in Ahmedabad we have also taken it to a trip to Pratapgarh as well as Udaipur. So has already travelled quite a bit and seen both the sides of the tarmac. So a bit about this is in front of you.
Okay, so a basic idea कि ये दोनों आपको अगर लगता है बेसिकली कि सिर्फ हाईवेज पे चलिए या फिर सिर्फ सिटी ट्रैफिक में चलिए, व्हाट आई वुड सजेस्ट, एंड ऑफ कोर्स आई नो हिम, सो आई नो कि सिटी ट्रैफिक में भी चली है एंड हाईवे ट्रैफिक में चलिए, सो हमको एक ओवरऑल एक्सपीरियंस पता चल जाएगा. सो आई सपोज लेट्स स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द प्रोज ऑफ दिस कार, बिकॉज genuinely even I have made a lot of videos about this specific car, right? Starting from, if we talk about the 5 best features, if you haven't seen the video, there is a I button right here, so click on that. And so specifically even I love this car, right? So let's start from the pros, in some like 4 or 5 pros, whatever you think.
Definitely.
Let's start from pros. Yeah.
In fact, I was myself stuck with a dilemma when I was looking in for a car in this particular segment, wherein there are very able competitors, like from the other majors such as Honda City is there, then Toyota had just come out with the Yaris, which was, Toyota was very, betting big onto it.
Yeah, correct.
Right? But then there are also other competitors which are also very profound by Maruti Suzuki by the name of Ciaz.
Correct.
And it has already broken the market once or twice earlier, even giving Honda City run for its money.
Correct.
So, but then Verna has been a trustworthy name, not for just this time and age, but also the earlier generations, which were the fluidic Verna and everything that came out.
Yeah.
They have already established themselves in the market pretty well, giving everyone a run for their money. So after having a thoroughbred and walk around different showrooms of different people, someone had an elder engine or maybe a very bad transmission system and everything. And then some had the price problems, like the Yaris, they were not ready to give any pitch and any kind of discounts and everything. And when it didn't outperform, today I know that they are available on very hefty kind of discounts, and since this is the year end, they will be available also. So all of that psychology keeping aside, this was something that any major competitor that was offering, this was giving me what I wanted. In fact, the plus points in the pros that would come into the whole picture is that this has the the strongest engine when you talk the power and torque figures in the whole of the competition. It has a much more powerful torque output than the Honda City, the Yaris, as well as even the Ciaz. So this, on that front, why I actually chose it, because like I told you, there was a lot of highway commute. I had to look into distances such as 300, 400 kilometers on a stretch. And I couldn't have gone with a car which is underpowered, because that would have, of course, taken a lot amount of a time, but then the drive and all also turns out to be pretty sluggish. So this did fulfill my gap in there, as well as this was adequate enough for the city. The other, please.
So coming to the main points, of course, like this is the overall of the car, like it was able to perform, as you just said, like city में भी अच्छा perform कर रही थी, and not comparing it to the rest of the manufacturers, because of course we don't want to pull some skin or something like that. So talking about specifically this car, and if there are any kind of things like which you would really appreciate about the brand itself, and also because this is the latest generation, right? So
Yeah, this is
as
the
you just said,
latest
like Verna is बहुत पुराने काफी
Yeah,
टाइम से चलती
yeah,
आ रही है.
it's been
Even
an
just like the
established name, yeah.
other brands, मतलब City भी काफी टाइम से चलती आ रही है.
Yeah.
But again, so some pros, like coming to the point, some things which you would say.
This is the third generation, in fact,
Yeah,
which we have in front of us.
Uh-huh.
And the best kind of pros that I could actually go around even after the first test drive was how easy the steering is. The steering is pretty light, even when I try to compare that to the likes of, say, for example, Ciaz. They are light, of course, but they don't let you feel confident at higher speeds. Honda City does have that particular edge, but this is something that brings the best of both worlds very easily.
Of
Then
course.
there is the transmission system, which is very smooth.
And this one is the 6-speed manual one,
Yeah,
right?
this is the six-speed manual, in fact. And then after that, there is the clutch actually that is pretty light and everything. You don't feel that at any kind of a lower speed or be it high speed. In fact, picking it out of just the first gear is pretty easy.
Which is good for
yeah,
traffic,
and for you don't have to go into constant changing gears and everything because the clutch is pretty light, right? Then there is offering of most major safety aspects involved into it, like for example it has got 6 airbags involved into it, which is pretty good. Okay, then there is ABS, there is EBD and everything on offer, and we all know how feature rich Hyundais already are.
Yeah,
they have got good auto link system available, which is crisp to connect with any kind of a phone on hand, and it has got its own inbuilt navigation system, which is something that I sincerely think that the other manufacturers should actually look into and learn from them.
Correct.
So there is that. Yeah, so there are these kind of good things available on that side. Then there is the smart trunk. Like I said, if I have to travel a lot, there is a lot of luggage available on hand always. And when both the hands are engaged, I just have to go towards the trunk and it opens itself. I just have to pour them in. Yeah.
So, like what even I had noticed in the previous parts, like in the earlier year, that when recently this car was launched. So, of course, there were these top 4 or 5 things, as you just said, auto-link hai. So, of course, अभी हमको पता लग रहा है कि वो काम आती है. So that literally depends on the customer or the consumer himself or herself कि if they use it or not.
True,
right?
true.
वरना देने वाली काफ़ी चीज़ें देते हैं.
True.
Honda में भी we do get the Connect. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the name, but even in Honda we do get
the
something like that.
infotainment system is there.
Yeah, and pre-installed navigation is also available in some of the Honda
Some
models.
of the other.
So other than that, we do get smart trunk ho gaya. So
ventilated seats.
So
It was
because
such a
it is
such an
bonkers.
amazing thing.
Yeah.
But then I will also come to the other aspect of it later in the video.
Yeah,
You very
yeah,
well
sure.
know it. We have discussed it a bit,
Correct,
about that already. The ventilated seats, they are actually a thrill to be with, especially since the car has a sunroof and I don't want it to be covered always.
Yeah, of
so the
course.
glass area does actually give you kind of trouble in summers, but because of the ventilated seats, it keeps you like so cold and so comfortable on long rides.
Yeah,
especially.
Correct.
So that is very good. That is something that I had not actually seen in any other model also. I don't think anyone else has it, the Honda City or anyone else has it.
If we talk about the only thing which I loved about this car was even the tail lights.
Yeah,
they resemble something
yeah,
like
the-
even visually, if you look at the car,
True.
the visual aspects of this car is amazing, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes even I get confused
Right.
कि जा रही है तो Elantra है या फिर
True.
Verna है, right?
True.
So these are a couple of things about the interiors of the car.
Yeah.
कि also talking about the power delivery and
Power delivery and the safety aspects and the
जो मैं
features.
बोलता हूँ कि ट्रांसमिशन की जुगलबंदी बोलता हूँ the देसिest word I could use.
Yeah.
So those were a couple of things about the
Interiors
good
and
things.
yeah, what's under the
and,
skin.
Yeah, what's under the skin. Even if we did talk like under the bonnet में को क्या मिल रहा है and
Yeah.
how well it is able to perform to Mr. Gagan Veer Singh. So now coming to the ugly truth of this video, कमियाँ क्या है इस गाड़ी में? Because देखिए अभी I'll tell you one thing.
Actually, I'm not really done with the good bits. There are
so-
two other things that I wanted to actually put
So
in front
other
of
than
you.
I
Yeah.
would recommend कि अंदर को छोड़ के
yeah.
because features is a thing
Yeah,
which
something
is
that you will get hold of in your videos also very easily when they
features वगैरह sorry to
No problem.
correct.
In fact, being a owner of this, the biggest thing that actually helped me out was Hyundai has got credible quality. It is not something I would actually sincerely go and doubt against. I like, for example, when I went to Maruti Ciaz showroom, I tried opening the door of Maruti Ciaz and I opened this door.
Of
They have
course.
got considerable weight differences.
Correct,
this
correct.
being much more. Which I'm sorry, but this is the ugly truth. I know there will
And-
be people who will be speculating that okay, this is not right and wrong, but then there is the truth.
And
Right, yeah.
that is like, you know, we are not pointing out companies, but
Yeah.
we ourselves
Yeah,
know like what is the truth of the industry.
Yeah. The thing is
It's
that
like not naming
I,
anyone.
Yeah, I want to feel safer when I'm pitching in money
Obviously,
to anyone. That is the bottom of the day, because those companies are not going to take care of my insurance at the last of it. And the second thing, being a owner, was how fluid the service of Hyundai people
Correct,
is.
actually.
I mean, I have gone through two major services for this particular thing. Of course, the first and second service being, the first one was just after a month or something that I had got into
1,000 kilometers,
yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
In fact, I couldn't actually get hold of the 5,000 kilometer service because I was not really available in the city for a quite bit amount of a time. And then I had a service done recently which was at 10K, right? Up till this point of time, I mean, things have been so fluid. I just have to call them, though it has to be a tenure. You have to at least call them a week before fixing everything as an appointment and everything, so that they can send in the driver. Yeah, the home delivery. Yeah, that delivery system is available by their side. They can pick up your car and drop it, and the service is pretty. It's very economic.
Yeah.
First of all, and a good quality car giving you economic service is something that you don't really get hold of very easily. That's what I've even heard for some other manufacturers. And then apart from this, the service people, they are so stringent into following you back.
That is.
I am telling you this because I had cars from different manufacturers in the past. You very well know it, right?
Yeah,
I won't name them straight away.
But
Even when you are again and again trying to get back to them, they are so redundant at actually coming and solving the issue altogether.
And believe me or not, that is a thing which customer requires a
lot.
Yeah.
When you are pitching in this amount of money and they are there explaining you so much, then why don't you actually take care of the car as you promised?
Correct.
Right.
Absolutely.
So I mean, to this day, in fact, yesterday itself, I got the service center from where I get my car service. There are 4 different associates who called me to just confirm whether the problem that I had reported, was it rectified, yes or no. And that is a very good follow-up. That is something that I really appreciate, because that is customer care in India. Is something for any company we don't really get good enough, whatever commodity it is.
Correct.
So that is something very appreciated. And now, since we are on that part of the video,
like we are
for
done,
which you have actually made it,
so we are done with the half part of the video. And if you have liked the video till then, drop down a comment, like the video, subscribe अगर अभी तक अच्छी लग रही हो तो. And now let's come to the point that I have been literally waiting for. Tell me something at least. मैं ज़्यादा नहीं पूछता.
I know.
At least कुछ तो बताइए कि वरना में because आपने 10,000 11,000 किलोमीटर चला रखी. So कुछ बताइए कि what is the problems in the Hyundai Verna.
It though might seem that this is the holy grail of the segment, this segment car that we have got available, but then every car is a machine in itself and it has got its set of problems.
Correct.
The first thing that when I went to actually get hold of a car, I was going through the other competitors like the Yaris. And what I was actually surprised from, apart from the fact that Verna has been in production for quite a while, Hyundai was not offering this particular variant, the latest one then, with the rear disc brakes also. I mean, this is the front disc brakes are there, then there are rear drum brakes. That actually does translate into looser grip when you are actually trying to slow down from very high speed, say above 100 kilometers. And when Yaris can do it, and this is not something which is tech savvy kind of a thing, which is like a very
basic kind of a thing.
It is a very basic kind of a thing. It's just a machine. It's a machine part.
Of course, more reliable.
And the braking feedback turns out to be very good, and the guy is also confident who's stopping.
Safety बढ़ जाती है.
In fact, there have been 2 or 3 scratches also that you will be able to see, which are only for the fact that I couldn't stop in time.
Okay,
right?
So you
I
got
think
hit by a vehicle right in front.
If I would have, this was something that I just had hit the divider a bit, a bit. I just touched it. I just nudged it, in fact. So I think the disc brakes actually could have been a very good kind of a feedback onto this particular car, because it does need it, especially counting into the fact that this is the most powerful engine available in its segment. Right. So apart from that, what on a long journey I was able to experience, apart from the very sporty and comfortable seats available and the ventilated seats and everything, is that the suspension on the earlier Verna, when it was absolutely soft, wherein it was giving a wafty kind of a ride and everything, I think Hyundai just went the other way completely. I mean, they actually had raised the spanner to a segment where the ride turned out to be absolutely harsh. Even if it is a of a stone, sometimes you do feel it.
And I have felt it. I personally know it. I was on the rear seat of this car. We were going to some random location. They kidnapped me in Rajasthan. The roads were very bumpy. I don't know if they were bumpy or not, but at least this car gave me a very good, नींद आ रही थी सोने नहीं दिया.
Yeah.
So yeah, suspension thing is done.
Yeah.
Also the braking thing is done. What next? Because these are the things, of course, which I was not expecting. Again, it might be a thing which you being, of course, I haven't introduced him very अच्छे से, but he's also into the automotive journalism field. So he also knows what is the difference between actually a hard suspension setup and a soft suspension setup. So what next?
The difference, if I can just concise that in a bit, is the stiffer suspension, the hard suspension, it gives a very pointed kind of a drive, which is good.
Yeah.
It is like you get a very accurate kind of. If you turn the wheel, it will go in the very same direction. There will be no lag.
Yeah.
Right? The car won't be trying to roll you to the other direction. But the problem of that is because there is no travel in the suspension at all. Anything that actually comes by, even the small speed breakers which you occasionally are not able to see on road.
Some rumble strips
So
or something
that is like an earthquake to the whole ride. So that is not something I want from my car.
Yeah,
in fact, I have been driving SUV, so you don't get to experience anything of that sort of stuff.
But like coming down to sedan.
Yeah, to the sedan. So talking about this particular world. Apart from this, when you do a considerable amount of highway driving, I see the problem major being the headlights. Yeah, the headlights turn out to be some kind of a problem, and that particular thing was the illumination, the range of the illumination is not really good enough, which I see. Posing a problem when you're going on very higher speeds on highways. So I think the Honda City has got a projector headlamp.
They have got LED headlights.
LED headlights as well as a projector headlamp.
We have projectors in this one, and that has LED.
Yeah,
that is LED headlights. So even that is what I wanted to hear something from the owner himself, because
I've driven the Honda City. I've driven the Honda City. Yeah. So I've seen the illumination of that car being much more brighter compared to this. I don't know how did they miss on to this, but then this was one problem that I do face.
Even the Innova Krista has those,
the Innova Krista, absolutely gorgeous headlights and everything. This can be corrected, can be another point, since this is somewhere regarding to the safety of people who are driving at night, right? Apart from this, what I actually find an ergonomic problem, a small bit, was actually the very next storage tray.
There is some problem in the interiors as well.
Not a huge problem, I would
but
say.
Still.
But a bit of an inconvenience. It is like they might have just missed it because of some engineering gap or something. But then, say for example, I have got a Pixel 2, which is a smaller phone. It is not more than 5 inches. So the very storage tray next to the charging port in the front console, right? I cannot properly even accommodate that to the charging position there. So I am concerned about the people who have got iPhones and everything installed into it. How will they be able to actually store all of that inside it? And that is one small major feedback that I think that they should have thought about.
Of course. So we won't say these things can't be changed.
Yeah, this
itna koi
major nahi hai. Yeah,
major nahi hai. So coming down to the last few bits. Do you think the headroom or the space, in cabin space, if there is any problem, please do keep it in
I would actually make it very very prompt and very proper enough. See, I am not a guy above 5 feet or 5.6 feet tall or something, 5.8 feet tall or something. But for extremely tall passengers in my family, there is no one actually who's pretty tall. But for the people who are pretty tall, they seem to face a problem of having a good headroom behind, and that not only does contribute to long distance fatigues, but that also is causing a problem when you are actually looking at the fact that it gives a claustrophobic feeling
in the
a lot.
Rear passenger
in the rear passenger. In fact, the same thing accounts even for the legroom which is on disposal in the rear. Right? If you are at a moderate distance in the front seat, the rear seems to be a crush.
But again, that is the thing which depends on the family, because as he said, 5.5 feet.
5.6 was an average. 5.6, 5.8 is an average.
Yeah. So, but there might be people who are 5 feet, 5.
Yeah. Who are lesser, and that is the average Indian height that the people are countering towards. But when you're talking the taller passengers, they seem to have, they seem to get a fatigue of some sort when you're talking long distances.
Right.
Which is not something that I think the competitors at this moment are causing a problem it to be.
Yeah, it might be the thing. So I suppose we are done with the, pros and the cons. And the thing which I would add, lastly in the video is कि long term सिर्फ हमको एक चीज़ ज़रूर पता लगती है कि after driving these many kilometers and these many for these being in the car for these many hours, what is that one thing you would suggest to our viewers ki if you are going for this car, should they go for it? And like long term in the sense, गाड़ी अभी भी उसी तरीके से नया परफॉर्म तो नहीं, मतलब उसी तरीके से बिहेव कर रही है, बट या फिर कि 10,000 किलोमीटर में कुछ चेंज आया आपको? कि कुछ जस्ट फाइनल वर्डिक्ट?
Honestly speaking, apart from the brakes which were giving me a problem at 120 130 kilometers per hour to zero,
speed limit,
because there was a wobble which actually scared me a bit. I actually got that rectified by Hyundai, and they worked very seriously and hard, very promptly onto it. Yeah, and they got it sorted in a day or two. And what actually confused me for a bit was I just sent my car for a service before that.
Yeah.
I just couldn't figure out why they couldn't get hold of the problem then, but then they told me, they actually gave a justification that we don't test cars above 80 kilometers per hour.
Obviously, yeah.
What is the point is that they try to keep it as transparent as possible. Apart from that, regarding the car, there has been absolutely no problem whatsoever.
That is great. So, good job, Hyundai.
This is something that even today I would say makes a very serious sense for people who want something to be used in the city and beyond.
Okay, done. So yes, that was Mr. Gaganveer Singh with his 2018 Hyundai Verna, and I suppose he also liked coming onto my channel. He has been working on, actually he has been working with me for quite a long time, helping me out with my channel and stuff. So we would be coming with more long term reviews, and he also owns a Tata Hexa and Tata है, so उसकी पता नहीं कैसी वीडियो है, but अभी ज़्यादा reveal मत.
But seriously, do like, share, subscribe, and comment on his video.
Comment, because what happens, we would get feedback कि ऐसी और बनानी चाहिए या नहीं बनानी चाहिए. थोड़ा बहुत को language barrier होता है कि English में बनाओ, हिंदी में बनाओ. We would slowly and gradually we would start doing either Hindi dub of this same video or something like that. So yes, this is Rishabh signing off, and as always, if you guys liked watching this video, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.